Hey Similes, it's Deligracy here with a new speed build. It is an Asian-inspired build, and I say that really tentatively because Asia includes so many different places and different aesthetics. So I'm not really sure what particular culture has inspired me, or if it's a mix. A lot of you guys will be able to tell me that more, but I've just had a bit of fun with it, and I've really gone with a minimalistic contemporary kind of looking home, which is really simple because I wanted to create a home with one bedroom, like small living and kitchen area, like quite a small home. But then I wanted it to be easily renovated. So if your Sims, like the idea is you move in a single Sim or a Sim couple into the house, and then as they grow, the house can grow and you can add to it. Similar to the starter cube concept I had a while back. During The Sims 3, I actually started that, and then I rebuilt the starter cube in The Sims 4 as well. And the idea was that you have this cubic home, and then you add more cubic rooms to it, and it creates as big house as you want or as little house as you want. But anyways, had a lot of fun with this. There's a lot of pausing because I was watching Sex and the City while I did this. So this is me pausing, changing the episode, and then continuing because that's what I've been doing lately. Sometimes I listen to music while I build, but at the moment I've been rewatching Sex and the City, and I'm up to season 6 now, which is the last season. So won't be doing that for much longer. But anyways, I've seen a lot of people using these shelves as architectural elements, shall we say, on houses in The Sims 4. You just kind of overlap the shelves, especially with the Move objects cheat now available. You can use them and benefit from them even more successfully. But that's definitely not a new idea. That's been around for a while, and I thought I'd give it a go on this house. Again, I'm always so tempted to just put a ginormous shelf as the roof on the house. Like, I will do it at some point, but I'm always like, nah, at the last minute. But yeah, it's kind of taking its shape now. It's a very boxy home. It's very simple, but I think simple can sometimes be really sophisticated. Me personally, I'm definitely into boxy homes, perhaps. I love really simple, clean lines in architecture, and I like to build that way in The Sims. But I know a lot of you guys have been asking for some more traditional homes recently, so I'll get onto that. I'll try and do a traditional home really soon, more of a cottagey home, perhaps. But for now, I just wanted to do another one of these. I have to apologize. Over Christmas, I did have a schedule organized, which I shared with you guys. Some of you may have seen it because I released a video and it basically said what videos I was going to make and when they would be released. So, unfortunately, I have been a bit sick for a few days. Not very sick, just sick enough not to be able to record. So, I think I had maybe 4 days. Yeah, I've had 4 days off where I was sick in bed. So those are pretty much my 4 days when I was going to do my CAS videos for that scheduled period and also my builds. So unfortunately, I did have to skip making Mrs. and Mr. Claus's, or Santa Claus's and Mrs. Claus's workshop and house. But I'm glad that I did get this Asian-inspired build done because it's something I've been wanting to do. So I do apologize for that. I was pretty organized to get it done. And also the CAS videos. There was a One Direction CAS and a Gossip Girl CAS, which I know some of you are looking really forward to. So don't worry, I'm still keen as a bean to get those done. They are things that I want to do. I just wasn't able to do them due to being ill. So many apologies, but sometimes we have these setbacks, and yeah. But anyway, moving on. I'm feeling a lot better today. Today, when I'm recording this, is actually Christmas Eve, and I'm so excited. I'm very excited, and I do hope when you guys do watch this that you had a lovely Christmas. Whether you celebrated or not, you just had over that period of few days, you had a really good time. And yeah, hopefully this year I'm going to try and not overeat because last year I ate so much and afterwards I felt sick and I was like, why did I do that, Deli? So this year, hopefully not. Anyways, this house is coming along. We go with a concrete or tiled flooring. You can choose what you think it is. Polished concrete's pretty cool. I like it a lot. But I was just trying to figure out here what small architectural elements would kind of make this house look a little more finished on the outside, I guess. I struggle a bit not having constrained floor elevation because with that cheat in The Sims 3, it's not available in The Sims 4, but you could actually shorten wall heights, which most of you would know about. That you could shorten them so for example, on top of this roof, we could build another wall that's like half a wall height, and then we could turn that into a roof. So it would have a bit more of a head on top of it, like it'd have just a bit more thickness on top of it, and it would look more realistic. So here's hoping that they just allow us to put foundations on roofs, or like freezers, or if they put in something equivalent to constrained floor elevation. That would be really good. I just want to be able to put that extra oomph on the roof, you know. If you guys understand what I'm talking about, do let me know in the comments down below, because otherwise I might sound like a total noob. But anyways, the roofing, I think it looks alright. I think there's enough, there's, I guess, enough of a dynamic feel to the house itself for me to get away with doing that extra thing on the roof. I think it works. But again, it allows you to build up really easily. I think this house would look really cool with his second story. I think you could do something really cool with it. Maybe like a cantilevered section of the house or something. Pretty rad, pretty rad. But yeah, we're actually rotating the house a few times here. The width was too large, like it was too wide to rotate it at first. So I was like trying to shorten all the walls and stuff, and I realized I was shortening the wrong part of the house. It's like, oh, derpy deli. So then we rotate it. I then took the proper sections of the house that needed to go. I took them off and then rotated it, because I guess I thought it just looked best from this side. And I love in The Sims 4 how you can just pick up an entire build and move it around. Because sometimes you build it and you're like, that should be the front of the house. In real life, I'd be a terrible architect because I would just want to turn houses and buildings around after they had been built. Putting these wood slats over the windows, I think it gives a cool look to the house. I think that also it could be blinds that are electronic from the outside that, close over the windows for really hot days or something like that. I thought that could kind of be a cool idea. Or it just helps to shade the rooms from the sun coming in too much. But I like the front of the house, how there's this hedge that is an L shape and another one that comes straight to the road. And then there's these beautiful green trees, which I thought suited the house really well. We also create a somewhat zen feeling garden, I think, out the back here. So we have lots of sand there and rocks and some nice plants, and then we have a bit of a fountain and a few sculptures at the very end of the build. We'll put the sculptures in, but I thought they looked kind of nice. I do like a bit of a zen living garden. I think it looks pretty cool. And now we've got an elongated fountain here. We're just about to put some jets in to make it all nice and relaxing. And really, the color scheme of this house, on the exterior, we have the dark wood and the stone, and also an exposed plaster. And then you go inside the house, and we go with red and mint green, two of my favorite colors together. They were the two colors I used on one of the Sims I created for my Sims 3 sorority house build in The Sims 3. One of the girls actually wore those two colors, and I was kind of inspired by that, I guess, using those colors again. And the reason why I did use them is because I found this fantastic moss green color in the swatches. And when you find a good color in The Sims 4, like in the swatches, you have to go for it, because we don't have heaps of swatches yet. I'm sure as the game as they continue to update the game, we'll have a lot more available to us. It seems like as each patch comes out, the game's really being expanded significantly. So I think we can look forward to some more swatches. Or, I mean, a color wheel I would love, but I don't know if that's very wishful thinking at this stage. Who knows, who knows. But it is exciting that there is a new game pack coming out soon. I'm pretty excited to see that. It's to do with camping, and it just looks like a heap of fun. Putting in some red here. Oh, I got a bit scared putting the red in, did I? And then putting some lights on the wall. We use this really big TV. And that TV you can't usually get from buy mode. You need to put in a cheat which unlocks all of the items that you would usually unlock through your careers, being successful in them. So that cheat is really complicated. It's actually bb.ignore gameplay unlock sentitlement. I know, but you can look up those cheats on simsvip.com, and there's a few other sites as well who have listed them. We're also using the show hidden objects cheat, and we're also using the testing cheats true to enable those two cheats, and of course the move objects cheat as well. So that's pretty cool. So the show hidden objects cheat is actually the one that basically is a biter bug for The Sims 4, so you can see all the, different fish like that are already mounted, pre-mounted without having to do that through gameplay, those kinds of things, and some extra paintings and whatnot. So having fun with that. Anyways, this is a lounge room. It's coming together quite nicely, I think. I do love this lounge room. I actually put or intersect a coffee table into the couch because I thought it was kind of cool that you'd have this kind of glass surface as you lounge on the couch next to you. And then you've got your ottoman there and the green one, and then a green armchair. These shelves are being stacked on top of one another. Of course, the move objects cheat is on, and then we're using the key 9 to actually lift those off the ground, which is a fantastic addition to the game. I'm loving it. I love being able to lift objects up and down. We've never been able to do that in The Sims before, except with mods created by people outside of the Sims team. So pretty excited about that. Making some shelving units here, so we're just lifting up objects using the 9 key again. A few people have been saying that it hasn't been working for them, which I'm not sure why that would be. For me, it's just 9 is up, 0 is back down, so I'm not sure if it's something to do with your keyboards, if you have an international keyboard, or I don't know. But we're creating a kind of cool, I guess, slightly geometric overlaid storage area, I suppose. So we're just overlaying some tables, experimenting with what tables would work. And in the end, I like the juxtaposition between the glass table and the solid white tables. So we just kind of pop that in there, putting some paintings on the window so it looks like they're leaning on the window from the tables, and then some black candles. This is a cool little sandbox garden, which I loved. And those candles, I believe, are from the update patch, which gave us some Christmas content. And it doesn't have to be Christmas time in the house to use those candelabras. They're pretty cool. Putting some stacks of CDs there, and then some carpets are going in. We just go with, I do this a lot. I overlap neutral colored circle carpets. That's definitely not new, but I feel like it fills up space really nicely. And I realized, oh my gosh, I totally forgot room for a kitchen. So we're just expanding this outdoor area, which was going to be a balcony area undercover, but we actually make it into a kitchen. So if you wanted an outdoor kitchen, you could easily open that up. Or probably what I would do, potentially, is actually put a staircase there. And then maybe even have... If I was going to renovate this house a lot, I'd maybe put the staircase where we're about to furnish. And then I would have living and kitchen areas upstairs and maybe make more bedrooms down here. Possibly. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had living areas upstairs. Although in the Barbie build we did. It's pretty cool. There is some split leveling in this house as well. It split levels down to a bedroom, and the bedroom's actually open, so it's pretty open living. It's a bit of a studio feel about it. And then I love these glass cupboards. That's actually grabbing the end pieces of those cupboards and overlapping them together to, again, create this geometric feel, which is really throughout the whole house, this idea of overlaying things. So they kind of sit in the corner and they're meant to be a bit abstract, I suppose. Kind of fun. And then popping in these kitchen counters. We actually get rid of them in a second because I wanted to fit in a dining area there that's L-shaped. So we put together 2 glass tables, which I think is kind of cool in the L shape. And then the idea is if you're in the kitchen, I know the Sims can't do it, I don't think, but they could use that glass surface to prepare meals, and then you can also sit at that area as well. So it's just a way of saving space, I suppose. Putting in some kitchen accessories. We have the knife block there. We're going to put in some fruit bowls in the lounge room, just under that massive TV, and then we have the sink area, and also about to put in some other bits and bobs, particularly the coffee cups, which I enjoyed. We also just switched Sex and the City episodes just then, in case you guys didn't notice. That little pause was probably that. Or maybe this pause. I don't know, but they were good episodes. They were good ones. I do love season 6. But anyways, talking about the build, we've got some paintings going up on the wall here. I think those 2 go well in the room with the greens, but I thought 2 of them looked a bit funny because they were really wide, so we replaced it with a more vertical orientated painting. This was interesting. I don't know how good this would be in real life, but I've actually set the bedside tables back a little bit so they're inset into the wall, and then they've got more shelving above them. So we're just lifting up objects again using the 9 key, and then creates this nice nook area for all the books that your Sim might like to read, and their photos and clutter items, and a plant right up the top there, which would actually be really annoying to water now I think of it, but you know, maybe they're fake. Can you actually get self-watering plant pots? I reckon you can. I'm sure you can. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe. But I do like how the windows, you can see the blinds on the other side. I think they look pretty cool. And then putting in a nice dressing area right here with some mirrors behind it. On the dresser, we're just popping some simple items on there. So we've got some t-shirts and perfumes, and then this red chair in the corner. I wanted it to be red on red, so we have a red chair on a red wall with these fun aviator dude posters behind it. Thought that was kind of cool. And then popping some lights above the mirrors, so if you are doing your makeup in here, you can see what you are doing. And yeah, so that's a sunken bedroom. That is a split level. And this desk in here, the Sims can get around it. There's enough walking room there. I did test it with the Goths, actually. The Goths moved in. And it's also a study nook area. So it's pretty ideal for your career-focused Sim. They've got everything they need here. And I like how it's all open. But, you know, it's not hard if you want to download it. It is on the gallery, by the way. It's not hard if you want to, you know, close off the bedroom, add more bedrooms. It's really easy to work with. So that was one of my aims. Figuring out what paintings to put on here. And the bathroom. I love the bathroom. The bathroom also has another small split level, which is where the bathtub goes. You go down the steps to hop in your bathtub, which is really pretty. And I'm obsessed with the shower. I really like the shower for some reason. I think it's just because it's got really thick black sides to it. I think it just looks cool. So I'm loving the shower. And then just figuring out how to deal with the area where the stairs couldn't go because they were directly next to the door. So I actually used a window to create some glass there. So there's a bit of a partition between the person walking through the door and the person in the bathtub. So it's privacy. I mean, it's not really privacy, but it's kind of privacy. Get what I mean? But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. We put in a barbecue here, and then we've got those nice sculptures in the garden, a few plant pots around the place, and a nice table here again, using objects with really strong black contrast with the glass and kind of thick sides. I really like that look at the moment. I think it's Very, very nice. But anyways, coming into screenshots now, this is the house. And it's got some fun trees at the front with the circular leaf areas, which I thought was kind of fun. And then going around the side, going into the lounge room, you can see there the massive TV from another angle with more of the greens coming through there, and then our stacked tables, which I thought was pretty cool in the shelving unit. The nice kitchen there with the L-shaped table, thought was kind of cool, and the glass cabinets. Bedroom there, just a front-on picture, and the lovely bathroom, which you can look out to the neighbours there. Nice one, nice one. I do love the bathroom there. I'd love to have that bathroom. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you guys soon. Bye!